This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hello everyone. Very good morning to all. In today's session, as I told you, we have to discuss about flex grid system. Let us talk about the flex. But one basic difference between the display inline block and flex, if you can see, we already used display property to align the items side by side. The same we are going to use flex also, but flex is going to be provide a lot of properties, and they are all in the flex grid system. you, I just want to tell you one thing. If you know just the 10 properties, I'm saying you just the 10 properties in the flex, that's enough. We can create a very good layouts. Just a 10, not 10, maybe 5 6 properties also. If you know, yeah, definitely we can create very good layouts, and we don't want to worry about the content sizing and all everything, and box sizing and everything, gaps between the left side and right side and everything. That is a flex. The name itself, it is saying that flexibility simply says, yeah, for creating layouts, if you can use flex grid system, I think this is awesome. Maximum, if you can understand flex grid system, you will never go for display inline, you will never go for float left, definitely I can say, because that much easy the concept is here. But remember, just I want to, before going to flex, I want to give you a small idea. Here I have a div. Okay, so let me write the div here. This is the div. So div tag open, div tag close. In this div, we are going to have a class block. Okay, I'm just writing a overview block. So now you are going to take one more div. Now you can see you are going to take one more div. This is a div and this is a div. This class is also a block. Okay, same. I taken one more div. This is the second div. Now I have one more div here. Sorry, let us take a div. Right. This is also one more div. We have three divisions. Okay. Generally, if you want to align these three divisions into side by side, then what we need to do? Definitely, we have to use a concept called display or something, right? Definitely. So this is the div. We have a div and a div and a div. Three divs are there. Having same class, if you want, you can make a wrapper also here. Now you can see, if you can take a div or section, whatever it may be, a section, and this is a section, right? We can see the section and section, right? All the three elements are wrapped inside of it. Now this is the parent. For three divisions, who is the parent? Section is the parent, right? If you want to align these items side by side, be careful. This is the point you have to understand. If you want to make these items side by side, this is display. I'm by using display. So we can take style. This is the style tag open, style tag close. Try to see, this is very important. Style open, style close. Here we can write a dot block. In this we can write display inline block. This is the what we are having, the thing, display inline block. And if you want, you can set some height and width also, no? Definitely. So width, WLTH width, I'm going to take 33 percentage, all four side, all the three. Now these three are going to be aligned properly, right? This is okay. This is display inline. Okay, let me do quickly a HTML open, HTML close, so that we will understand practically also. Um, let me go to your working directory. Flex1.html quickly. Yeah. I'm keeping the skeleton. This is the skeleton. You can just remove this from here. Okay, right. This is the skeleton we are having. We have three blocks. They're all in the section and section. They're all in the body. Okay, you can see now. So this is the section. Section contain three divisions. If you want to make these three divisions side by side, style, hmm, style tag open, style tag close. You can just write dot block, dot block block. Here, I want to set some border 1 pixel solid red, display inline block. I'm just writing three properties to make them side by side. Now width 33 percentage, I'm just going to take it, that's all. Now you can check this. If you can run the file, what happened? This is, see, who is the father of this block? Block 1, block 2, and block 3. Who is the father? Section is the father. Right, now you can see. You can run the file. If you can run the file, you can check this. What is our output? Now you can see all the elements are going to be like this. If you can little bit reduces, if you can set some height also, height, height. Now you can set it as a 200 pixels. Now I'm going to make 32. Now you can check this exactly. All the three blocks are aligned side by side. This is what exactly we will do in our display property, right? Try to see. Now there is a property, same display only, with we used inline block, right? So now we are going to use a property called flex. Now you can see this is what you written. I'm removing from here. This is the style you written. Okay, let me keep here. Now I want to apply display. Property is display. Property name is display, and we did an inline block to make them side by side, right? Inline block, we made it. Now this time the value is going to be flex. The value is going to be display is the property, and the value is going to be the flex. That's all. This is the flex grid system. So if you have this value display equal to flex, and then there are so many properties will come into the picture, right? Let us see. But display flex, I'm applying to block. Okay, try to see display flex. Try to see, this is very important point you have to remember. If you can understand this, flex will be easy. Now I'm writing display flex. We don't want to write anything, just you are writing display flex. If you can refresh, can you see it is not aligned? And one more thing, you can do one thing, and the same border. Now you can go with the same border. What is the border we are having? 1 pixel solid red, right? Okay, you can take it. Now you can see they didn't aligned side by side. They are coming vertically only, so they won't come horizontally. Let me set some height also. Height 200 pixels I set. Now you can see this is exactly. They are all coming one by one. They didn't come horizontally. But why this flex is, if you can write inline block, definitely it will be work. Now you can see I'm writing inline block 100%. This is going to be works for you. Now you can check this. Now they're all side by side. You don't set any width to it. Now if you can set width, okay, that is going to be work. But here these properties where we have to write, that's very important. Flex property, remember, always should apply on the parent element, not on the child element. Remember carefully. So directly, if you can apply on here on block, the flex property will never work. Now you can see I'm taking a class for the parent. Class is equal to parent. Try to see, this is very important thing. Class parent. To this parent, I will write. Okay, if you want, you can design the block. Okay, first let me do dot block block. All right, already we designed, right? What is the height of it? Height is going to be 200 pixels. Width is going to be 100. Okay, width, you can take 50% width, 50% of every, not 50%, you can take 25% of it. No worries about it, right? So I want to take some border 1 pixel solid red. This is exactly. Now you can see the width of this. Are they aligned side by side? No, they're all in vertical. To do this, now to the parent, this is very important. If you want to use flex grid system, always the style should be applied on the parent. The flex should be applied on the parent. Now you can see display is a property I'm writing here. Display flex, you have to apply on the parent, not on the child element. So for example, in a father element, if you have, this is the father element, if you have three elements, you want to make all these three elements side by side, write the style proper, write the flex property on the parent. Now you can see, if I refresh, all elements are side by side, all elements are side by side. So if you want, you can take one more div also. Now you can check this, I'm going to take one more div. Now you can see, this is the 4 I'm taking, and I'm refreshing. Now you can see all are adjusted properly. Can you see? Right, 25%, 25% I provided. Still, if you want to set some padding also, you can set some padding. 20 pixels all four side. Now you can see all the boxes are adjusting. See, earlier, if we can use display flex property, exactly we are not using 25%, four divisions, right? Four divisions, 425 is 100%. But in the display inline block, we are not using 25, 25, 22, 22, 22 we are using, because all padding and borders will includes into it, right? The flex grid system will never do. It will, whatever the values you provided, that will adjust automatically the content in the boxes. Now you can see all the content is adjusted properly. So what we need to understand, if you want to do something align side by side, yes, definitely you have to apply the property on the parent. It is especially in flex. If it is a display inline block, you have to apply to the child only. How many number of elements you want to make side by side, to that property you have to apply display inline block. For example, let me show you through paint also. So you can, I will ask you some question, so you can, if you can understand this, please let me know. So what we need to do, right guys? Can you see, I have a box, this is the parent. Okay, I have some box here. Okay, try to see, this is the box. In this, I want to make two items side by side. Okay, I want to make two items side by side. This is item 1, this is item 2. Exactly. Can you tell me, by using flex, if you want to make them side by side of this box 1, now this is the box 1, this is box 2, you want to make these two side by side, can you tell me please, to whom I have to apply the property by using flex? Definitely you have to write here display flex here. If you can write display flex on the parent element, these will be aligned properly. Display flex, if you can write on the parent, the child elements will be aligned properly side by side. Okay, now one more question for me. Now you have to tell me this you can tell me now. Okay, now this box is having some images or something, whatever it may be, I don't know. Here I have some okay, something, they're all in the block. Now these needs to become side by side. Can you please tell me, so these are the four boxes we are having. So these are the four boxes you are having. If you want to align these four boxes, now actually what I'm doing here, we have two parent boxes. This is box 1. 1 minute. This is box 1. This is box 1. This is box 2. We have box 1 and box 2. So box 1 and box 2, if you want to make them side by side, we have to come to the parent and we have to write a property display flex. Exactly, right? Display flex, we have to write it. This is what you have to do. Now, please tell me, if you want to make this, this is a 1 and this is going to be 2 and this is going to be 3. If you want to make them side by side, to whom we have to write? Remember, to this box 1, we have to write display flex. Display flex. Remember, always if you want to align two items, find the immediate parent. Don't find the super parent. If you can find the super parent, that won't work. Super parent means, see, if you can write display flex here on the top of it, so this will be applicable for the childs of the particular div. Now if you want to apply this box 1 2 3 divisions side by side, you have to apply to the C. Now I want to show you the same story here. Now you can see, now these three are coming side by side, right? Okay, you can do one thing. I want to take a div and a div. Inside of it, we have something called a class is equal to box. I'm taking a class called box. Box 1. Okay, box and box. So now I want to write this is going to be box 1. Okay, try to see, this is going to be box 2. Something I written. Box 2. Let me write some styles for the box and box 1. Now you can see I am writing dot box1 box 1. Sorry, just box only, right? Let me have some height. Okay, just I'm setting manually height actually we don't need to set. For understanding purpose, I'm setting height. Height is 50 pixels, width is 200 pixels width. 200 is enough. Don't take 200. 100 pixels width. Okay, na? 100 pixels width. Let me set some border also. Border 1 pixel solid red. Okay, now you can see. Now go to your browser. You can see there are two, box 1 and box 2. If you want, you can take box 3 also. Now I need to align this box 1 and box 2 side by side. Box 1 and box 2 side by side. Box 1 and box 2. Who is the father of box 1 and box 2? You can go to your code. Who is the father of box 1 and box 2? Now this is the box 1, box 2. Who is the father of it? Block is the father. So to this block, we have to write display flex. Already we have block, right? Now you can write this. If you can write display flex here, the child elements of the block class will be aligned side by side. Can you see now? I'm up refreshing the page. Now you can see the elements are in side by side. The elements are in side by side. If you want, you can write some padding and some margin also. If you can write some margin 5 pixels, I want to see some gap between the box 1 and box 1, everything will be aligned properly. So the only thing you have to understand, if you want to use a flex, you have to apply the flex property to the parent. If you can apply to the parent, the child elements will be aligned side by side automatically. This is flex. If it is a display inline block, you have to apply to child elements directly. We don't want to apply to parent. So display inline block is for child, display flex is for parent. So I think you got some clarity by writing this exactly, how we can apply the flex grid system. So all the blocks are coming side by side. Now you can see, if we can copy the same, now you can see everything will have two divisions, and this is the division. And now you can see, just I'm adding this, just this is the skeleton we prepared, right? So now you can check this, and I'm just going to take this. Now you can see all are having two boxes in the same structure. This is important. You just needs to remember how this is going to be work, right? So these are look like same purpose. Actually, you're asking a question, which one is the mostly, which one is used when, as they both serve same purpose? Yeah, definitely. As of my knowledge, in the recent web designing, web application development, the people are using FlexGrid system. The people are using FlexGrid system. The problem with the FlexGrid system, it may not work in the old browsers of IE. Firefox and Chrome is okay. If unfortunately, if anybody using your application IE browser, these properties may not be work. In this point of time, we have to find the alternative. But what people are saying that for better preview, you have to use IE Edge. No, don't use Internet Explorer IE 10, IE 9, IE 11. So Edge browser, if you can use it, I think these properties will work for us, right? So always when we are doing a design, we have to check into the Firefox browser, we have to check into the Chrome browser, we have to check into the IE browser. Unfortunately, some of the properties may not work in IE, but if they are not working in IE, what is the solution? Customer will ask us, it should work in Chrome, Firefox and IE as we expected. But some properties may not work. Some properties will work in the latest browsers only. In this point of time, we can do anything. So if you want to work in every browser, then you have to go for display inline block. There is no other way. Don't use flex in this point of time. So if there is any restriction, if every user should use this flex property and all, if you have something, yeah. So I mean, customers will tell us actually. Customers will tell us actually who is the client of my website. The person will tell us. Definitely, when it is went to testing, people will test in each and every browser, including Safari, Opera, and especially for web designing. When we are testing, when our application is completed, people will definitely do this for testing. In this point of time, they will check in each and every browser, but our output should be same in each and every browser. Some properties may not work in other browsers, so we have to be very careful. The scenarios also we can see in the upcoming sessions. If they are not working in other browsers, what is the solutions or how to fix them? We may have questions, right? Definitely, yeah, we can see this is called flex. Exactly, you can see flex is not completed. A lot of properties are there, still we need to discuss, but just I'm giving you a clarity. This is the diagram. Just so if you have the properties, some more properties here, then what we need to do? Now you can see. Now I'm going to have some more images in this. Now you can see this is image one, this is image one in the box two. Now right? If you want to align these three images side by side, definitely you have to write the flex property on the top of it. So who is the father of these three? Here we have to write display flex. Exactly, we have to write the flex property here. So this is what we have to do. Display flex. This is going to be 1, 2, and 3, something like we can take it exactly. Okay, na? Right. This is all the thing. To whom you want to make side by side? To identify the father, immediate father, not the super father. So by writing this display flex here, this won't applicable for the child elements of the particular div. So if you want to align items using flex, find the father, immediate father, and write the display flex property. So super father, if you can write, it won't done. Okay, right. This is very important. Now you can see we did the same job here. That is the meaning of flexible grid system. Exactly, right? Now you can do, let me write a small way so that we will also get some clarity. This is, I believe you, okay. Let me write one more. Now I'm going to create a new file, flex2.html, right? Separate file. Let me remove all this from body. Yeah, everything is removed. Let me remove this also. Yeah, so let us go there. Now I'm going to take a section or div. You can take anything, no problem. Section class is equal to blocks. This is a class called blocks. Now in this side of it, I'm taking a div. I'm taking a div. Div class is equal to block. What is the class is equal to block? Just a block only. Like this 4 blocks. We have a blocks class. Blocks class contain block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. Okay, right. Now I'm taking img src. This is going to be images slash 01.png. Right. You can go with h4. Some title will come here. Simply I'm writing. Okay, some description. Already we did this in the early, right? So let us write some 1 or 2 lines of description. That's enough, right? Okay, just I'm adding the description 1 or 2 lines. Okay, right. The same I want to continue for every div. Now you can see this is the block 1. Now if you want, you can check this something. Block 1, block 2, block 3. Now you can go there, just you can add something. This is block 1, block 2. This is going to be block 3. Same content I'm adding, so don't worry, later we can change the content, right? This is exactly the information. Can you see? Yeah, this is exactly we are having 4 blocks. Change the images here. 02, this is going to be 03, this is going to be 06. I'm taking, right? Run the file. If you can see the output of the program. What is the output of the program? Yeah, this is how the people the items are going to be displayed. Let us remove this h1 also. Right, now you can check this exactly. So block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. I want to design the block. Okay, let me design the block for it. What I can do in the block, okay, dot block block. I want to write text align center. Text align align center. align align center center. Now if we can refresh the page, now they're all centered, but they should come horizontal. They are in vertical, right? I need to make them horizontal. To make them horizontal, I'm setting width. What is the width of it exactly? 25% width. Exactly, I'm taking 4 blocks, 425s. Now you can check this exactly. We are able to see here. They're in the center only, because earlier you didn't set any width. By default, width is 100%. Now you set width, right? Now that's why they are coming like this. Okay, great. Bagundidi. So now what we need to do? Now can we see? Who is the father of these blocks? Let us go there. I'm writing the father. Display, sorry, first write blocks dot blocks blocks. To this, let me write a border. border border, 1 pixel, solid red. I'm just setting the border for it. Now you can see the border is there. By default, we know that every element is having some default margin, right? Star margin. Let me write something. Star margin margin 0. Refresh the page, everything was gone. There is no default margin and all, everything was gone. Right, so if you can set the border of 5 pixels or 10 pixels, okay. Now you can see there is a 10 pixels border, all four sides you're able to see, I believe. Now I want to align the items side by side. Definitely, this is the thing, display flex. Now you can see all item will be adjusted properly. All items are adjusting properly. Okay, I have one doubt, sir. We have four images. That's why it is adjusted properly. If I have six images, then what will be happen? Now you can see I'm taking two more blocks inside of it, two more blocks. Now you can see now I'm taking these two more. Now try to see this is two more and this is two more. And you can check this 07 and this is going to be 08. Now you can see 08. Now you can see, oh, 07 is not there maybe. You can write 09 here, maybe 09 image, right? You can check this. All are coming, all are flexibly adjusted into the parent div. All are adjusted flexible into the parent div. You can take two more. Now you can come down. I'm going to take two more divisions. Total 8 divisions are there right now. This is going to be 10 and this is going to be 12. I'm taking some images like this. Now you can check this. Now everything is adjusting, right? But it is not the good look, right? Actually, what I'm expecting, I want to see four items on top, four items on bottom. I mean, first row four, second row four, but unfortunately they are coming like this. In this point of time, we can set a width for the block. Actually, we didn't set a width for the block. Actually, you can see, oh, you set width, na? I set width, then why this is not adjusting then? Can you see? Okay, I set it width, but there is no problem at all. But my question is here, why this is not working for me? All right. So I don't want width is set it. I forget width is not set, but I set width. But I don't want to go like this. Well, this is not at all good. So if you can set 25, 25, 25, then okay, let me remove the width. If we can remove the width, then what will be happen? Will they adjust it? No, the same output. We are not having any different thing, right? Now you can see width I set it. Now if you can set width, okay, now let me do one thing. Width we can set in another way also. It is only in flex. Now you can see flex width we can set like this also. Flex 25% also we can set. This is also come under width. Now you can see, do we have any difference? Nothing difference. So you taken width, okay, this is the width I taken. Now exactly you can see, okay, great. Now you can see in this point of time we have to use, see, always we cannot expect a 3 divs 2 divs. I have 4 divs, content is adjusted properly. When I'm taking 6 divs, they're all coming in one row. 8 divs again all coming in one row. This is not the we are expecting. So in this time we are going to write a property called flex wrap. What is the meaning of wrapper? Anybody? Right, wrapper in the sense chocolate having wrapper. Why we need that wrapper? To protect that substance in the chocolate substance. To protect, we will use wrapper. Flex wrap, we are wrapping the flex with the wrap property only. Flex wrap only. Now you can see, I think the content is adjusted properly. See, what is the solution if the content is going like this? Exactly, we have to do something like this, guys. Exactly, you can set some padding or some margin or anything. You can set it. Now you can see I want to set some margin top and margin bottom. So margin top, margin bottom, 10 pixels or 20 pixels, 20 pixels, left, right, 0 pixels. I don't want to make anything. Every block, now you can see there is some gap. There is some gap. You want to set left, right also. Okay, you can set everything as a 20 pixels. Now you can see everything is 20 pixels. Now content is going to be something like this. It is coming like this exactly. So because there is it is crossed the width actually 25 percentage and we set something, right? So left, right, if we can set, that is the thing. Okay, you can do one thing here. You set the width flex, right? This is the width as flex, width as 25%. You know one thing, we can set width. See the property I'm going to use, the property name is going to be flex. The flex property we can use when there is a flex, display flex is there, then you can write the flex here. Flex width we can write, then only we can write. So without display flex we cannot set width by using flex property. If a display flex is there, then only we can set the flex width 25%. I'm setting it now. Now you can see content is adjusted very nicely. Now we can see two are coming side by side. Now you can see all three are side by side. Now the content you can see equally distributed space in the bottom of the row. The content is always get adjusted properly. You can set some border for it. Now you can see I'm taking some border 1 pixel solid red. I'm taking something. Now you can check this. Everything was adjusted. Can you see the bottom two divisions are having equal width distribution, but you set 25%, but you can see they're all equally distributed. So the bottom and the top is adjusted properly. If you can write some padding inside of it, you can write some padding 5 pixels or 10 pixels all four sides. Now you can see the content is adjusted properly. Now you can remove the top border. What is the top border? You set it right. This is the top border, 10 pixels border I provided, right? I'm removing. Now you can see the content is adjusted like this. So you don't want this border also, then you can set something called box shadow, shadow, box shadow. Now you can see box shadow 0 pixels 5 pixels shadow thickness, and some color is going to be 333 color. Just you can see now this is exactly the content. So you provided more width, more margin in the left and right. Now you can go 10 pixels, 20 pixels top bottom and 0 pixels left right. I don't want anything on the left right. Now you can see the content will be adjusted like this exactly. So this is how the content is adjusted properly. You set some padding, you set some margin. If you can feel there is a margin is too big, then you can set it as a only 5 margin top bottom. Now you can see the content will be like this exactly. The content will be like this. So 5 pixels all four sides, 5 pixels you want. Yeah, this is also well and good. 5 pixels and 5 pixels, the gap between the boxes and boxes. This is the flexibility of the FlexGrid system. Actually nowhere we can see the content like this actually, because of the FlexGrid system. Just we written 3 properties only that related to flex: display flex and flex wrap, and width I'm setting. But if you can set the width by using width property, you can see that is again different. This is again different. So whenever you're using the flex properties to set the width, seriously, it will make the things very nicer manner. This is exactly how to use. If you can use FlexiGrid system, the content will get adjusted properly on the boxes without having any gaps. Exactly, right? This is what you have to do. Okay. There, one more thing I want to use. There is a property called flex direction. Flex direction. In the FlexGrid system, the items are aligned by default horizontally. By default horizontally based on that. Now you can see horizontally aligned. Flex direction by default value is going to be row. Actually row. Now you can see this is the row. By default row value. That's why you know nothing change. Row reverse, reverse. Row reverse is the property. Now you can see what is going to be happen. The content is changed or not changed. Reversed, guys, you can see actually Sony logo should be in the first actually. Okay, you can remove this property. I'm removing. Now this is the actual content. Sony, WF and Ultimatrix are the logos, right? You can see by adding this flex direction reverse. Now you can see content Sony, Salesforce and Rubric, and here you can see WF logo is coming right side, and reverse direction row. Every row the items should be displayed in reverse order in every row. That is called flex direction. Now you can see flex direction column. Oh, very nice. This is very important. You can check this column column. Now you can see all items will be aligned vertically. Now you can see these are all column. Now they're all displayed in a column. This is called column. If you can set width property, I think you can see now these are all the columns, right? They're all in a column. Now you can see column and column reverse, REVERSE, reverse. Now you can check this. Now last will come first. Last will come first. Now you can see Ultimatic is the last one that is coming first, and first one is went to last. Exactly. So these are the some values we can apply on the flex direction. Exactly, flex direction call by default row. Actually we don't want to set anything. Flex direction, just you can remember row whenever you want to change the information. But and one more thing, the width always should be flex. Whenever you are using FlexGrid system, it's better to go with the flex property for the width. Remember, if there is no display flex, you cannot write flex here. You have to write width only. That keep it in mind, very important. Right, refresh the page. Now my content and everything is adjusted. You know one thing, In mobile preview also this will be adjusted properly. Let me open my Firefox browser. I want to show you the mobile preview so that you will understand how the content will be adjusted properly. Okay, so in mobile Firefox we have one inbuilt tool to check the mobile preview. I will show you the mobile preview. Add the URL here. This is the URL you are having. Let me make this full screen. Yeah, now you can see the same preview. Let me open the same into IE browser also. I'm just going to IE and let me add this URL here and let me check this whether this browser supports or not Flex. We need to check it. Now I'm loading. Now you can see, yeah, this is also supporting. Some browsers may not support, so that's why I'm talking about. Maybe this is the latest Edge browser I believe I'm using. That's why it is supporting. Some other browsers may or may not support. Okay, anyhow, you can go to your Firefox browser. This is, there is a predefined inbuilt mobile device inside of it. To enable this, Control Shift M. Now you can see I'm pressing Control Shift M. Is it working? I think it is loading. Now you can see. So control, if you can press Control Shift again, now you can see all the content is adjusted properly now. Now you can see this is the mobile device. For example, you can set the mobile device. So if you have 320 by 400, this is the width of the mobile. I'm just taking like this. Or actually our mobile, I am taking something like this. Okay, you can see this mobile slanting position. This is the at this position they're adjusting 2 by 2. At this position they're adjusting 1 by 1. So when we are seeing mobile horizontally, when you're seeing mobile vertically, so now you can see this is mobile vertical and this is mobile horizontal, right? You are slanting the mobile device, right? So you can increase the size. You can see the content is getting adjusted properly. Can you see the content is getting properly adjusting automatically? That is the flexibility. So if you can write a display flex property, we don't worry about the media queries also. We don't worry about the media queries. Generally we have to write media queries if there is no flex grid system, definitely. So this is the flexibility of the flex grid system. You can see all the content getting adjusted, that is syncing based on the width of the screen. Now you can see, now we can see this much of device actually. So this is exactly, I'm taking something 300 is the min width. 300 is the min width of the mobile. So everything is adjusted 100% properly. That is the advantage of the flex grid system. Check this guys carefully. So how the flex grid system is working for us. So this is how the flex grid system will work for us, and I will talk about some more properties, don't worry. So I think you guys got some clarity. So flex is not completed, still we have to do many things on the flex. There are so many properties are there, but just now we used 4 properties guys. So display flexor, flex wrapper, flex direction, I think you may understand, right? One more is a flex width is 25 percentage. To the item we have to apply the flex width. Flex property you have to apply to the item. So this is the block child. So remaining all are we are applying to the parent only. If you can apply to the parent, they will be get adjusted properly, right? So there is no flex for height, man. Just we can go like this only, and we don't want to set any height for the flex height. There is no. If you can set flex 25%, that is works for only width only. It won't work for height. Height will flex grid system. Remember, height will always adjusted based on the content we are keeping inside of it. If we can keep 2 more lines here, now you can see. I just want to go. I just want to add 2 more paragraph tags here. Now you can see what is going to be happen. Now you can see content is getting, height is getting automatically adjusted on the first row, and remaining all are same. So the height we don't want to set here. Remember, in real time, very rare cases we will set height actually. We will never set height in real time. Very rarely. If you know this is fixed forever, we can set height. Otherwise, we no need to use the height property, but not required. So here in the flex grid, the name itself is a flexibility. Based on the content, the height will be adjusted automatically. We don't want to do anything there. So I want to do Cisco logo. For here, I want to add some more content. Let us add some content here. Now you can see all the content getting adjusted properly, right? So there is no disturbances and nothing. The content is getting adjusted very nicely, right? This is called flex grid system. Seriously says guys, okay, right? Yeah, so any doubts? I think you, I hope you got some clarity what exactly flex is here we are doing. So you can also do some kind of layout. Actually, we did all so many assignments, right? You can take one of the assignment and you can use the flex grid system. Don't use display inline block. Try to use flex and try to implement one of the assignment. So okay na? So tomorrow I will show you one more assignment with different properties. Okay, one more task we will implement and one more thing I will show you there, right? So but the thing is here, we need to, or you need to do a small assignment. What I'm saying you, we given assignment 1 2 3 4, some images are there, right? From that, take any one of the image and try to use a flex grid system and try to align the layout. Okay, try to align the layout. So if you have any doubts, I will be there to help you. And tomorrow I will discuss one more thing and I will give you an assignment also. Or else why not, you can create a menu by using flex grid system. Create a menu. How can we align the menu items side by side? We know that, right? The same we have to do it exactly. Simple task, menu creation side by side. Drop down is not required. Simply a logo and menu items should come side by side. How we can do this? What are all the tasks as of now we did it for aligning the items side by side? Do the same by using flex grid system. You have to do your own. So I think if you can get this clarity, this session clarity, we can do it definitely. So how we are going to do, and I want to give you some layouts tomorrow because next is Sunday, right? So I want to give you some layouts. You have to complete those layouts completely by using FlexGrid system. I will give you tomorrow. I will prepare the images for you. And actually, one of the assignment also I got from a student. Actually, he went for an interview. He got an assignment that is nothing but a layout creation. So from that layout, I will give you some pieces of images. So you have to do that as an assignment, guys. Okay, right. So any doubts, please let me know, guys.